What is it you specifically object to? Is there any way Crufts could happen in a way you wouldn't find objectionable?
Well, Crufts really is a celebration of everything that is wrong with the dog breeding industry, and it supports churning out dogs to look a specific way at the expense of their health. And both Crufts and the Kennel Club actively encourage people to use these extreme breeding practices and inbreeding animals who are closely related in order to achieve these arbitrary breed standards. So the fact that dogs are being bred deformed with disabilities to enter some, archaic Victorian era beauty pageant, it is cruel and it's also ridiculous.
Just so people are clear where Peter's coming from on this, I mean, is it you just want to circumscribe some of what happens at, say, Crufts? Or are you looking, will some people listen to what you say and think, that's the thin end of the wedge? I know what PETA are all about. They want to sever the connection between people and pet animals, and millions of people, I was going to use the word rely, I think it's probably a fair word, rely on dogs for company. Would you stop them having pet dogs?
No, the point here is that the winners at Crufts are really the genetic losers. And because these animals are bred to have such exaggerated features, of course, we're seeing the pugs with the flat faces, they can't breathe properly. We're seeing Cavalier King Charles Spaniels with brains that are too big to fit properly in their skulls. And if you look at this year's winner, the flat-coated retriever, 50% of those dogs die from cancer. And that's because of human interference, manipulating genetics, not allowing these dogs to breed out with their breed. And that's what's causing these dogs to be inherently ill. And the happiest dogs and the healthiest dogs are mutts. And that's why PETA would encourage people to adopt from a shelter if they were thinking of bringing a dog into their home.
Debbie Matthews, do you accept there is perhaps a way to reform Crufts in a way that makes everyone happy?
I think there has been a lot of work done. There was a programme a few years ago which the BBC did with a big expose on the Kennel Club. And I think they've changed a lot. Although a couple of years ago, I remember there was a German Shepherd that was shown. And that's one breed that I really love. And to show the sloping legs and the deformed legs was absolutely horrific. And again, they got pulled up on that and changes have been made. And I think that if anything, Crufts highlights the problems and it makes them make the changes.